Hey, today we're going to talk about announced versus unannounced surveys and what the true difference is when it comes to accreditation and certification. So let's get into it. First of all, when it comes to unannounced surveys, that's a Medicare vehicle. And essentially the whole theory behind an unannounced survey is to be able to see the surgery center in a true life daily operational format. So when quote unquote scheduling an unannounced survey, you basically provide the agency that you're going through for a Medicare certification a 60-day calendar with dates that you normally have surgical procedures, because part of the routine required for an unannounced survey is they have to witness at least a couple of cases minimum from start to finish, besides all the other tasks that are normally conducted during an unannounced visit. So in that case, unannounced doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. It's a standard Medicare certification protocol. So in that instance as well, they're not only going to view cases, but they're going to want to see all your logs, records, everything in between that you would normally be subjected to in a standard survey process. Okay. The other thing to keep in mind about unannounced surveys is that often they're broken into 2 days. So obviously, if they come out and do the nursing and clinical component the first day, the life safety engineer would generally come on the second day, or sometimes it's the reverse, or sometimes they're both on the same day. But they generally don't try to do the life safety on the same day as the clinical component. They're usually staggered over the course of a couple of days. Now, when it comes to a new facility that's just going for standard accreditation, maybe you don't need Medicare, and there's no such thing then as an unannounced survey. All the accreditation agencies do scheduled surveys when there's not a Medicare component involved. So that becomes a lot easier to plan when you're ready and how to approach that. But again, if you're going through, let's say, Joint Commission for Medicare deemed status, you'll be subjected to the unannounced survey process. So that's where it gets confusing as compared to going through a state agency and not having an accreditation component. But again, if you're doing any kind of Medicare, it's going to be an unannounced survey. So stay with OPP for more tips and information.